Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Songs of Six. We're starting a day off by witnessing the first steps of the creation of the Grand Bakery. It is quite a lot. I'm noticing that there's just like an absolute incredibly huge amount of garbage, of like extra crops that are just on the ground, which is definitely not great. I also see many empty archery ranges, which I think is also not great. I wonder if we could... We only have 200 odd jobbers, but I wonder if we could have the Tilapis, like build another Tilapia division. So we only have 5 archers training in the archery ranges, which definitely makes me think that this whole area up here is a little bit ill-advised, and I could probably trim these archery ranges a little bit. Maybe put some more like services up here or something. Maybe a giant warehouse for all this fucking grain that's going to waste. I'm not quite sure yet. I will say we have a nice extra surplus of cashola, which I do definitely appreciate. I think today's episode is going to be basically taking this whole area, which was very serviceable back in the early days of this colony, and tweaking it to be more efficient. So I think this whole area kind of sucks a little bit. Like, look at this. These fucking 2 warehouses are just like incredibly awful. So I guess I'll get started. I'm gonna delete all these buildings because I think we have more than enough weaveries. And I'm gonna dismantle these structures. I will put like a big old cloth warehouse here, but I want like freedom to shape it as I desire. This is going to be a warehouse for the bakery, so there's not going to be like cotton storage here, and I think we're already sort of maxed out on cotton storage up here. So I want to just add up a little bit of room so we can get all these things. Oh, here we go. So this is going to be auto-employed. This is for the bakery. I'm going to say, I don't know, like 10, maybe 15 crates of cotton. And by cotton, I mean grain. Then, I say like 10 crates of coal. And maybe 15 crates of bread. Bread is not going to be fetch, and then we're going to want a couple crates for tools and clothing. We could maybe have like 5 less crates of bread and then more crates of grain, theoretically speaking. I'm definitely going to want a hauler as well, or a transport, I should say. Probably like a 6-piece Marty. I mean, there's only the 1 bakery, unlike the 2 grain weaveries, so we could probably get away with a 4-piecer, but I don't know, I think this is fine. I'll just plop this over here. It's right across the street from this warehouse, so that'll be nice. We could maybe have like a plaza down here in this little like open zone. Would probably be pretty useful for reasons, you know? Probably don't want to delete the back walls of these apartments yet. I do think I am gonna shift these apartments though, because this is also kind of... It's low density and we need high density stuff in the settlement. Yeah, I think like a plaza would be cool. It's kind of space inefficient or whatever, but like it needs to be built. There needs to be pavilions everywhere. So I guess I'll just, I think I can put it, I can't put it right up against these farms because people will just like watch the plays from the farms. I think we could do like this, and then we're going to want road, probably dirt road, because I want piganoids working this place, right? And then we're going to want basically just trees. Like big honkers, you know? That will make this whole area sort of harmony 100. Could put some trees up here, I guess, too. Yeah, why not? Let's have this whole row trees, and this will sort of make this area the 100% harmony. Then we're gonna want a couple torches. That should pretty much cover the entire area. And then lights, which the piganoids adore as well. And maybe a speaker stand too. Could go in this little corner over here. It's kind of a little bit cramped, but still. Down here could be some services or something. I mean, I was going to have a warehouse, so maybe not. Maybe all the way down here. Or I was thinking about getting rid of this whole manor house and replacing it with the services block. So that could also be good. I hope someone gets rid of that ceiling so I can begin construction of the warehouse. There we go. So this warehouse is going to store basically just all the leftover cotton. And then on top of that, just any leftover grain as well. So why not? Just, you know, space maximize, right? Alright, this could maybe be a little bit more efficient, but I think this is pretty much good enough. Has a couple humongous entrances. Has a nice little travel pillar down here. The isolation's a little bit low, but there we go. It's going to be buganoids working here, so it might as well be a stone building. And it's going to be enough storage for 31,000 cotton. Or 31,000 something, you know? Any mix of things. Man, I hate this fucking graveyard. It's so trash. If we get rid of it though, I imagine people are going to be really pissed off. Yeah, we don't even have 100% graveyard access. That's kind of disconcerting. I mean, surely we have the space. Like, I always look at this crypt here. So I think it's the most emblematic of it. You can see there's like a bunch of spaces. I think how it's calculated is just like if... It's not calculated based on how many people are buried, but maybe, I don't know, like if there was a crisis, how many people could be buried or some shit. Like maybe people are like reserving the slots or something. It's kind of zany. So it's going to be a while before we can get rid of this thing. Maybe we never get rid of this thing. If I disable it, maybe I should build a crypt. Maybe that's the solution. I could build a crypt. I could put one like in this giant block over here. I don't remember what exactly I was going to use it for. Is I going to have a canteen here? I think I might have. I see this tavern is at load 100%. Don't know what the cause of that could be. Yeah, you know what? I'll build a canteen real quick. I'll build it on this side. Sort of have it connect with this bathhouse. And just, you know, get it set up. Oh. Somehow we've gained more experience in our charcoalers. That is something I love to see. Oh, are you joking? 93%? Fuck. I've made the situation worse. I guess I could just expand the building a little bit. I mean, it's gonna be Piganoids working here, so they're gonna love it anyways. Now the building's slightly too big, I think, but whatever. Or there's probably slightly too many tables. Wait a second, couldn't I have... I could probably have the cooking station be... Hold up, that's 57 and this is 60. Are you serious? What if I did this? Oh, what the hell? I guess because it uses up a little bit more of the space. So I could probably have a cooking station like this. No, this is also 60. Excuse me? Okay, new plan. What if I expanded this out and then I had even more cooking stations? There we go. Now the tables are not enough once again. But I can fix that by making even more tables. Clearly we just need to like infinitely make the building bigger. Oh, we can table stack? Interesting. Okay, what if I somehow made this work? Which is a tall ask because it does not work. But if it did, would that even be enough? No. Sag. Okay, maybe I do just make this cooking station one smaller. Oh no, that's still not enough. Wait, hold on. I've started multi-track drifting. That is what I'm talking about. Alright, there we go. The ultimate canteen. And I might as well have the space just like slurp in here to make it a little bit more rounded. And because I'm not using the space anyways. And I think like over here, back here will be like a... whoops, I probably should place this job. Or I guess delete job. Boom, there we go. I think back here will be another warehouse. Which I'll just have slurp up the space right here. And it's gonna just store all the food and everything else for this place. And I'll have that little like corner, that blind spot in the back of the warehouse for people to have like horrible like public sex or something. It just is life. You know, it's for the employees. Keep morale up. Alright, there we go. I'll figure out something to do with the space too. Or maybe there'll be like a tiny building like another lavatory, but this lavatory's full. We'll think of something. In the meantime, how's the buildings looking over here? So we've got pretty close to 100% harmony all around this place, which is nice. And stage, which doesn't have actors yet. Which it will at some point. Got more cantors moving in. And warehouse number 286 is being filled up. Filled to the brim with stuff. We could maybe have like a transport just shipping all this fucking grain up here into this warehouse down here. Just like a tiny one. I see no reason why not to have that. Be like a fun little thing. It's kind of hard to fit. But I guess I'll just overwrite this road. And then have a road go up here. So these two guys will just yoink from all these warehouses and bring it to the warehouse down south near the bakery where it will be used to great effect, hopefully. Hopefully the workload will be high enough. Now, speaking of workload, I think it might be time to begin work on this area as well. We're gonna need housing too. It's just one thing I randomly thought of. I'm gonna delete these rooms. I was gonna use some of the space down here for housing, right? So I guess I can get started on that. So that's a couple houses. I'm sure we could maybe get rid of these houses. Dude, this whole fucking district sucks. I can't believe how, like, sloppy it is. I mean, I can believe it. I'm seeing it in front of me. Seeing is believing. This definitely needs to be optimized. I'm gonna have, like, a giant row of houses or something, which would be cool. Alright, let's start with the fences. We can get them out. Then we're gonna want to delete all the rooms in this zone. It's a bunch of like little services. Definitely we're gonna replace the services with bigger forms of the same services. That way it'll be able to service all the duders. I'm gonna definitely want to delete this room as well. And I think this room, we can dismantle the structure. And this horrible structure. And I guess I'll delete this room as well. Dismantle the structure so that we have like a clean slate. We'll just leave the degenerate fish graveyard. We'll slowly expand our crawl up here to these bakers too. We can probably just get rid of them now. Because like 7 bakers, 12 bakers, 12 bakers, 9 bakers. These are all like such small fry buildings. Like this building itself is going to have like 100 bakers. It's going to have all the power of these bakers up here. So I guess I'll just boom, 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 and boom, and boom. And just get those guys out of here. I like the windmills, like aesthetically. So I do think it's cool, but... And also, you know, like you need a mill to grind grain. But maybe we could reorganize it once more somehow. We can make like a really big one or something. I don't know how big windmills actually are. I might as well upgrade this bakery right off the bat and change the recipe to use coal. And I guess I'll have this be a fetch crate for coal. Probably should have had that fetching this entire time. Get the delivery men working, you know? It probably would make sense. This is such like a fucking humongous bakery. It probably would make sense to have this guy fetch coal. It can reach the grain warehouse, right? Let me just double check. Ew, it cannot reach the grain warehouse. There we go. Then destination be the Grand Bakery warehouse, so that'll have a constant supply of coal. Are we making more coal now, by the way? This is the real question. Oh yeah, I'll upgrade this guy real quick. By the way, I just noticed we have more metal now. I think we're building up metal. Is that true? It might just be demolition. No, we are definitely producing more than we're using right now. Fantastic. Is the same true of coal? I think, is coal like a, yes, basic resource? Yes. With taxes we are, just barely eking out extra coal. And what's the furniture? Let's see. I think we're making a profit. It's kind of hard to tell because we're exporting. We're sort of like at the export line. I would assume we're making extra stuff. I wanted to mess with the work priority as well. It's going to say that for bakeries, let's see. Yeah, it's going to be Crotonian bakers and the dwarfinoids. Yeah, we're gonna have less of them. Because we have so many Crotonian bakers, and yeah, it does reduce their happiness a little bit, but at the same time, it would be cool to have the Dondorians working jobs they like. And I think I kind of value... The Dondorians are harder to please, is the thing. So it just is what it is. So it should start to be Piganoid bakers. I did it. It was bakers that I fucked with, right? Let's see. Yeah, it should be. I'm guessing these are just like the last remnants. Yeah, there's some Crotonian bakers. I guess Kurtak is just working the bakery because he likes it. Which, of course he does. Just look at him. Big old puffy cheeks. Yeah, 170 bakers. That's pretty nice. We're gonna immediately encounter roadblocks just because the charcoal production is so low. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Not sure quite what we can do about it. I mean, I was gonna have another charcoal burner down here, right? Because that's like close enough where it could, theoretically speaking, like schlorp from these warehouses and get schlorped by this warehouse. I think that makes sense to me. Is kind of pushing it in terms of just how far south it is, and it's not really that big of a building, but I mean, it's definitely probably worth it. Probably. We are talking like 72 more employees, right? So that is not nothing, you know. We need a little bit more auxiliary action. I guess it's going to be slightly less workers after all. There we go. Then big old storage. And it's going to be made out of grand stone where it doesn't touch the mountain. And boom, there we go. Another 57 employees. Which is pretty nice. We could maybe have like a tiny warehouse or something just for this place. Not that like it's super duper is needed, but I mean, why not, you know? Just have like a big old crate here. A line of crates. So people will be able to just like pick up wood and deposit coal. And this coal will then get yoinked up here. Hopefully that'll contribute to a little bit of extra coal action. Wow, this bathhouse is 100% used. Are you kidding me? How's services looking generally? It's like we could use more taverns, more bathhouses, more canteens, more everything. It looks like this canteen is perfectly fine and this tavern's fine. It's only the bathhouse that's like being super duper used. Wait a second, am I stupid? Why do I have all these warehouses like this? Alright, this is gonna be kind of nightmarish, but they're gonna have to dismantle this structure and hopefully be very quick about it. Because we need to reorganize this block of warehouses so that it'll be a super warehouse. Looks like our bakery's picking up steam as well. No, it's the same 170 workers. I guess it just registered that I have them. Interesting. Internal storage is full in this warehouse. I think we need some more employees in the old warehouse just to yoink the bread in. Because unironically, this the internal storage is actually full. I guess I'll have this guy's gonna transport, fetch, and we can have a pretty smallish radius. There we go. And set its destination to this giant warehouse in the corner. This giant warehouse at the corner can have 10 crates for bread, which will then get distributed to all of the warehouses all around, which will be cool. And that'll importantly help expand the storage of this one bakery. Hold on, there's another bakery over here. Get out of here, you little bastards. I definitely need to keep my eyes on this grand warehouse down here, though. Or, well, the grand warehouse to be, I should say. Don't want to let too much food go to waste, because we're already kind of treading water when it comes to food. Alright, good enough. That last one will be handled, I'm sure, by the building itself. Yeah, it looks like it. So we're gonna want pretty much just like a humongous design, where it is like infinite crates with like a little bit of walkability inside the center, so that the people can just like yoink the shit out. There we go. So that'll be the first layer. If I remember correctly, actually I'm not sure if it would be more efficient to have just like internal walls or little like nuggy walls. I could see either one being more efficient. I mean, I'm sure the nuggy walls have to be more efficient, right? Just have like boom, boom, boom. Yeah, look at that. It's working out perfectly somehow. I have no idea how it's working out so perfectly, actually. So I could have swore I've had like vertical designs that are exactly like this not work. Yeah, here it is, working. And then, awkwardly enough, this is like perfectly spaced out to be kind of crappy in the center. I mean, there's not much to be done other than what we did do. Also, this area is slightly too big as well. I wonder if we might be able to fix this. We could have like a vertical crates like this, I guess, and then have one that has like a pylon. That feels more efficient. Don't know if it actually is, but definitely feels like it. Alright, I mean 46,000. That may or may not be better than what came before. I'm assuming it is. No, there's no fucking universe where it's not better. Just look how many crates it is. That's gotta be more. Surely it is more. Plus it's gonna be built of stone and it's gonna be Garthemi workers there, so I imagine for that reason alone it might be better. Worst case scenario. Alright. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that really needs fixing hugely. Think I'll just send it. So, I mean, each of these stored 7,000, and this is going to store like 40,000. Yeah, this has got to be better, because it was just identical copies of this. Okay, I think that is pretty much like a huge increase. At least like 10,000 more. I mean, there's like the no empty spaces in between the buildings, for one, and then on top of that, there's no walls as well, because it's just a bigger building. Like, yeah, there's pillars, but still. Dude, there's... this place is producing so much fucking bread. I think I need twice as many workers just to, like, fucking slurp this bread out quicker. Or else we are actually going to run into an issue where the internal storage gets too full. Okay, we're making some headway. They're yoinking the bread up. Absolutely love to see it. And this transport is already getting work as well. It's extremely nice. What was I going to do with this space here? I mean, part of it was definitely having like room for the farmers to live. So I guess I could have it just be like a giant slab over here It's room for 100 residents. 105. Then I can just like scooch in another one. Just one, so no reason to like super slurp it. So that'll be a pretty decent amount of workers. I imagine, oh, the homelessness isn't too bad. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some housing up here as well. Yeah, there we go. So clearly way the fuck more efficient than the garbage I had before. There's even room for another random building, which could be like a lavatory or something. Oh, and this is done as well. So it's gonna be pretty much entirely cotton, I'm pretty sure. Maybe there's some grain just sitting around, so I'll have like 10 crates for grain as well, so why not? And then I'll get most of the crates for fabric, and then I'm gonna want some crates for clothing and tools. And what's a piganoid housing unit need? Let's see, clay, wood, furniture, bolts of cloth, pots. So clay, wood, bolts of cloth, furniture, pottery, boom. Because why not? With such a ginormous warehouse, there's no reason not to have just, you know, all the cotton storage. So that should store any excess cotton that is not used by this place, which should be nice. What's next on the shopping block? Well, I mean, these homes are going to be perfect for all the farmers. I'm pretty sure I wanted to have like a canteen and also a tavern, and also, I mean, there could be another stage as well. Hypothetically. It'd be so nice if it stopped fucking snowing. It's so hard to see where the roads are. Maybe I'll wait for summer, or spring, I guess. Now this speaker stand is getting really used. That's pretty nice. It's kind of sucky that this one's in the middle of the road, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain too hard. Oh, the bakery, all the bread has been slurped out. Fantastic. I guess the extra workers were put to good use. I guess I'll issue some orders to dismantle some of the like extra bakeries and shit, while I'm waiting for things to warm up. We're definitely going to want to just like destroy some of these warehouses too, to be honest. Doesn't have to be right now though. Is this a house? Oh, it's vacant. Cool. Very neat. There we go. Nice. Love to see it. Things. Just love to see things in general. Top 3 favorite activities, seeing things. Maybe even my top 1. I think this should probably be big enough, a 300 block Marty. That way we can have like 2 rows. Cooking stations, somehow the boilers plummeted, don't know what's going on with them. We can have some tables. It's only 70% tabled up, which is actually probably pretty good. Yeah, we've got pretty close to equilibrium. Maybe we could scooch other stuff, but I think, you know, I like the neat, orderly nature of this place. So I'm just gonna... Well, hold on. Can I fit a cooking station here? If I removed one of these tables. Do I need this table? I absolutely do. I definitely think there's some wiggle room to fuck around with this layout. It looks so nice though. Yeah, no, fuck it. It looks nice. I can't bring myself to be even more efficient. I was thinking I could have like a table jut into the kitchen and then have the kitchen jut into the table room. Something like that, and just have like tiny pillars. But, you know, Not everything has to just be like 100% like super dialed in all the time. We're definitely going to want, I'm going to say, a warehouse right smack dab in the middle of these two buildings. It's gonna be pretty like ridiculously humongous, but it's gonna store like booze for the tavern. So I figured, you know, why not? I think I want to have some doors back here, to be honest. So that way the like crates just get used easier. It might like fuck up the storage a little bit, but I think it'll be cool. I was a little worried it wasn't going to actually do it, but it did apparently. So that'll store the food and the coal and the everything for the canteen. Then we can have the tavern be up here. It's going to be pretty humongous. And then the lavatory can just fit in the last bit of space. And then maybe we could have like a bathhouse over here, or yeah, bathhouse and also a speaker stand, which will be amazing. Oh, this is perfectly sized. This is fucking absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it could be slightly taller so we could get like one more row of tables. Would that be worth it? It would make the bathroom smaller. I mean, yeah, fuck it, why not? Look, bathrooms are often too big in this game anyways. Like, it doesn't need to be, like, ridiculously huge. We're gonna need carpets. Should be fine. Okay, just barely enough. This is the ultimate tavern. I'm gonna send it. It is obviously square. I've given up on the roundness of buildings. I think it is a fool's endeavor. So the lavatory can go up here. It's going to be absolutely enormous. We're going to have basins. Alright, what if we did... Boom. There we go. Don't think the ratio gets much better than that. I mean, we could try this, even though it's guaranteed not gonna be enough. Yeah, it's 88. There'd be no way to put like a sneaky basin in, so it must be done like this, unless I wanted to expand the building, which there's basically no room for. So boom, 30 services. This is indeed the Giga Services block. Where would the bathhouse go? I kind of want... I guess the plaza could be a little bit souther. It could be like next to the graveyard. Because this is like a kind of sloppy space anyways. Just plop this duder right here. Actually, it could be placed like right up next to this building, this pavilion, because why not? I don't know if people in the graveyard, like if people will stand on the graveyard. Because this is a Piganoid district, I might as well just have this be dirt road as well. We're going to want speaker stands as well. Because, of course, you know. Just put it like I don't know, a couple right here. Then trees. And last but not least, I probably want to put a super torch just right in the center of it. It's a little bit cramped, don't get me wrong, but it should be enough. Serviceable enough, at least, I think. And then I guess we could just immediately follow that up with a wonderful bathhouse. This is a lavatory, this is not a bathhouse. Just to slurp up this like giant space here. Hold up. I'm Jimmy Neutroning. Pretty sure I had like a design that I was using where I had like space in between each of these guys. Yeah, so it could be a little bit more compact. Like this. Yes. And that saved horizontal space. Alright, there we go. A perfectly serviceable bath. House. I kind of think we could do a row of trees on top of it as well. Just to keep the good old harmony value up, you know? I could build another torch back here. Boom, to keep the light value up. To please the piganoids. Oh no, these boyers are completely fucked. There's like 10 boyers. And it's because there's no leather in any of these crates. Oh no. How do I even get leather? I could import leather. I'm kinda dubious though. So I'm pretty sure we're starting to lose money a little bit. Oh yeah, because the bows. Ah. What the hell, bro? I mean, it's probably a natural result of getting rid of all these Arak pastures. Oh, speaking of the pastures, how's this jeweler doing? Let's see, it's suffering from 13% degradation. That's not good. No, what? The fucking janitor is backwards? No wonder it's fucked. Well, I don't want to dismantle the structure. I guess I'll just, logistics, no, infrastructure, janitor. I can just build this guy backwards, right? And then I can dismantle all these. Yeah, there we go. So then that's pretty close to this, dude up here, this jeweler. Now, I think the bow problem is probably one of those situations where it is, in fact, a tale for another time. We've done pretty good work. We've done a lot of restructuring in this town, consolidating of various warehouses. Yeah, you can see this is just like a barren... Wait, what? How does this only have 21 crates? What the fuck? Wait, did the crates where there's already fruit just count as fruit? Okay, hold on. Let me just say that this warehouse can have pretty much 160 crates of fruit, and then I'm gonna want some herbs. I'm gonna have the herbs be fetched because, you know. I mean, I think this warehouse down here also has fetch crates for herbs, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was a little bit wacky. A little bit zany. Well, it's a good thing I checked on this fucking place. Other than that, we did a pretty good job consolidating, in my opinion. And I think the town's, like, efficiency value is going up. There are growing pains here and there, areas where we're just, like, encountering problems. But that's sort of natural with any, like, change as drastic as the ones we're going through. So yeah, with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time for more Songs of Six. Goodbye!